What up, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter? It's your boy Tom. So I was just listening to this right here.
Details in a major breaking story. The NAACP issuing a warning for African Americans who fly American Airlines. The group says they're tracking recent incidents that raise some serious questions. NBC Charlotte's Rachel Brown joining us now from Charlotte Douglas International Airport. Rachel, what can you tell us about all of this?
From Charlotte Douglas. I flew into Charlotte.
Yes, Sarah, the NAACP says it's seen a pattern of disturbing incidents involving black passengers being removed from American Airlines flights. They also say they've been tracking a troublesome conduct and what gave rise to this warning. The NAACP issuing this statement tonight saying, for several months now, it has been monitoring a pattern of disturbing incidents reported by African American passengers. In light of these confrontations, we have today taken the action of issuing a national advisory alerting travelers, urging African Americans to exercise caution in that booking and boarding flights on American Airlines could.
So basically, they're eventually going to set up a boycott for American Airlines. Now, I'm going to tell y'all my American Airlines experience. I flew into Charlotte. I know what they're talking about. And when I was flying out of there, uh, there was a stewardess or whatever they're called, flight attendant or whatever they are. And so this elderly black woman is sitting across from me. And, the plane is not full. It was a smaller plane. And lady came by with the tray, asked you what you wanted. And, I had my headset on. And I told the lady I want, what she's having, And basically I couldn't see what the lady was having. And she said it was one thing. And I said, no, I want what she's having. And the lady saw me trying to figure out what she was having. I thought it was orange juice. That's why I was like, yeah, I want an orange juice. And she was like, well, that's not an orange juice. And the lady turned her can around and showed me what it was. And the lady was like, don't yell at me. I had my headphones on, so I talked loud. I was like, I want what she had. But the lady was getting smart with me. And I ain't like it. So I was like, yo, I want what she's having. Like, don't get smart with me. Like, it's easy. What she got right there is what I wanted. So the lady's like, don't yell at me. And I was like, all right. And then she's like, don't yell at me. I'm like, and then she said it again, and she was like, her face was like right there, and I was thinking, am I about to get kicked off of this plane if I stand up and confront this woman like trying to yell in my face? But I just sat there because I ain't want the federal police all on me and trying to make it seem like I was doing something I wasn't. But I was waiting for her to say it one more time, and it was going to be on. You know what I mean? And the thing about it was the lady was rude from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? To me, she was rude. And the black woman was like, that lady don't like you. Like, she ain't want to pick up the little trash, the little peanuts and paper. She ain't want to do that. Like, she just generally didn't like me. You know what I'm saying? Now, I've had some adverse. Let me say this. When I went to get my plane ticket, I was having problems with them too. But that was here in Columbus. I was having an issue with American Airlines. And they had to get a manager. And that dude was black. I was having an issue with. And so they had to get somebody else to come out and handle my whole case. And the person that came out was a white woman, and she handled everything fine. She was saying what she couldn't and could not do because we had a situation where I had to get on the next plane leaving, and the lady handled it fine, but the guy was being an asshole. So when it comes to American Airlines, do I feel like they handle, in my case, do I feel like they're doing stuff wrong? Yeah, I do. I really do. Would I tell anybody to choose them over? I would say if you can, don't fly with American Airlines. Until they get their act together, because they're notorious for treating you like a third class, second class, like you not important, like we don't need your money. And I wasn't even flying on my own dime. I was flying on a company dime. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't book those flights. My company booked those flights ahead of time. All right. And you don't need to be, raising your voice at me 3 times for me to understand what the hell you're saying. Because I took my headphones out when I couldn't get my point across. I had took my headphones out. Next thing you know, this woman is almost in my face talking a lot. She's looking for me to react, and everybody saw her. Like she was looking for me to get up and make a scene, and that's the terrible part about it. All she had to do was be like, okay, this is what she's having. You said it was wrong. All right, but this is what I think you want. Case closed. That was it. But no, she had to get smart with me, so I snapped at her like, "Don't get smart with me, lady. Like you work here, you know what I'm saying." And and then to try to provoke me is what she was trying to do. But I'm like, lady, I really had to keep my cool, like, oh my god, and all I could think of is them snatching people off planes, snatching the Asian dude off the plane because he didn't want to give up his seat because he was a doctor. There's all kind of people getting. Some people deserve to, you gotta get up, but people who've done absolutely nothing wrong, next thing you know, FAA is sending people to snatch you off the plane. They got fighter jets around the plane that you. This guy's causing a problem. Now you're a federal, it's and that's what all I could think of